The 48 Laws of Power, a strategic guide to influence and success. Introduction. Power is everywhere. It shapes our relationships, careers, and influence over others. The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene distills centuries of wisdom into strategic principles used by history's most powerful figures. Whether you seek personal success, career advancement, or protection from manipulation, understanding these laws will equip you with the tools to navigate power dynamics effectively. Here is a structured breakdown of all 48 laws of power, each with a simple explanation, a historical story, a related proverb, and practical advice on applying it. The 48 Laws of Power. Law 1. Never outshine the master. If you make your superior feel insecure, they will undermine you. Nicolas Fouquet, a minister of finance in France, was imprisoned by King Louis XIV for flaunting his wealth and power too much. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle, but a flame too bright can blind the source of its light. Always make those above you feel superior. Subtly showcase your talents without threatening their authority. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use enemies. Friends can betray out of envy, while enemies have more to prove when converted into allies. Michael III of Byzantium trusted his friend Bardas, who later betrayed him. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Be cautious in friendships. Sometimes, former enemies make the most loyal allies because they have something to prove. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Never reveal your full plans, keep people guessing. Otto von Bismarck skillfully manipulated European politics by never showing his true goals. A wise man has more questions than answers. Deception is a tool. Use misdirection to keep competitors and adversaries off balance. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. The more you talk, the more you reveal. Louis XIV maintained power by speaking in controlled, measured ways. Silence is a source of great strength. Speaking less makes you seem more powerful. Listen more than you speak. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is your strongest asset. Defend it fiercely. Cesare Borgia spread fear and respect through a well-crafted image. A good name is better than riches. Always monitor how others perceive you. A strong reputation opens doors and wards off attacks. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Visibility gives power. Being ignored makes you irrelevant. P.T. Barnum mastered the art of self-promotion to build his empire. Out of sight, out of mind. In a world full of noise, make sure your presence is noticed. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Efficiency is power. Let others do the heavy lifting while you take the rewards. Thomas Edison patented inventions developed by his team, becoming world famous. Work smart, not hard. Use others' talents and efforts to advance, but ensure you receive the recognition. Law 8. Make other people come to you, use bait if necessary. The one in control is the one who dictates the terms. Napoleon lured enemies into traps by controlling the battlefield. The spider waits for the fly, it does not chase it. Never chase, create situations where others must approach you on your terms. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Words can backfire, let actions speak for themselves. Michelangelo proved his artistic prowess by simply showing his work rather than debating. Actions speak louder than words. Demonstrate, don't argue. Actions are undeniable, words are often empty. Law 10. Avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. Negativity is contagious. Associate with positive and successful people. The philosopher Schopenhauer avoided pessimistic people, believing they drained energy and success. Birds of a feather flock together. Surround yourself with winners, not complainers. Misfortune can spread, just like success. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. The more others rely on you, the more control you have. Cardinal Richelieu secured his power by making the French king dependent on his guidance. The hand that gives is above the hand that takes. Build indispensability. Make yourself the key to others' success. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. A well-timed act of sincerity creates trust. Con artist Frank Abagnale Jr. evaded capture for years by strategically gaining trust. A spoonful of honey catches more flies than a barrel of vinegar. Give small gestures of honesty to lower people's guard before advancing your true agenda. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to self-interest, never to gratitude. People are more willing to help when they see personal benefit. Julius Caesar secured loyalty by rewarding his allies handsomely, not expecting gratitude alone. Scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Frame your requests in a way that benefits the other person rather than appealing to the goodwill. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Knowing others' secrets gives you power over them. Catherine de' Medici placed spies among her courtiers, ensuring she stayed ahead of rivals. Knowledge is power. Listen more than you talk, and subtly gather useful information. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. A wounded enemy can still strike, eliminate threats completely. Rome's destruction of Carthage ensured it never rose again. A snake not killed will bite again. Do not leave rivals half defeated, neutralize them permanently. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Scarcity creates value. Napoleon maintained mystique by retreating from public view occasionally. Familiarity breeds contempt. Don't always be available. Withdraw occasionally to make people appreciate you more. Law 17. Keep others in suspense, cultivate an air of mystery. Unpredictability makes people wary of you. Andy Warhol's mysterious persona made him even more intriguing. Never let them know your next move. Keep some things secret. People respect what they cannot fully understand. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Stay engaged with people. Cutting yourself off makes you vulnerable. The last Ming emperor isolated himself in his palace, losing touch with reality before his downfall. A lone tree is the first to be struck by lightning. Stay connected to people and networks to stay informed and protected. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Not all enemies react the same way. Some will seek lifelong revenge. Many underestimated Stalin, only to be eliminated when he rose to power. Don't play with fire unless you know how to control it. Assess people carefully before provoking or challenging them. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. Maintain independence to keep control over your alliances. Talleyrand thrived by switching loyalties between French regimes without getting attached. The more choices you have, the more power you hold. Avoid total commitment. Keep options open. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Let others underestimate you. This gives you the advantage. Albert Einstein sometimes played the fool socially to avoid unnecessary attention. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Conceal your intelligence when necessary. People reveal more when they think you're no threat. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. When you are weaker, surrender can give you time to plan a comeback. Hannibal tricked Rome by appearing to retreat, only to later crush them in battle. Bend like the reed in the wind, and you will not break. Sometimes, yielding is the best strategy. Let your enemies think they've won before striking back. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Focus on one goal or advantage to maximize power. Rockefeller dominated the oil industry by focusing solely on oil refining. A lion does not chase two rabbits at once. Spread too thin, and you'll achieve nothing. Concentrate your energy on what gives you the most power. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. Master the art of social strategy to rise in any environment. Baldassare Castiglione wrote the Book of the Courtier, teaching nobles how to thrive in royal courts. Charm is more powerful than force. Be diplomatic, Make others feel important, and never directly challenge authority. Law 25. Recreate yourself. Do not let others define you, shape your own image. Napoleon Bonaparte remade himself from a minor noble into an emperor. You are the artist of your own destiny. Reinvent yourself when needed. Control how the world perceives you. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Never be seen as the villain. Let others do your dirty work. King Henry II had Thomas Becket murdered without directly ordering it. The cat would eat fish but does not want to get its paws wet. Distance yourself from unpopular decisions. Let others take the fall. Law 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Give people a cause or belief, and they will follow you blindly. Charles Manson manipulated followers by presenting himself as a messianic figure. People need something to believe in. Offer purpose and vision. People are drawn to leaders who provide meaning. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. Hesitation breeds weakness. Be confident in every move. Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon decisively, leading to his conquest of Rome. Fortune favors the bold. Act decisively. Hesitation invites doubt and resistance. Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. Always anticipate the consequences of your actions. Alexander the Great conquered vast lands by meticulously planning each step. A wise man sees the end before he begins. Think long-term. Rash moves can lead to failure. Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Never let others see the hard work behind your success. Leonardo da Vinci concealed his struggles, making his genius seem effortless. The swan glides gracefully but paddles furiously below. Appear natural and composed. Effortlessness inspires admiration. Law 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. Manipulate choices so others always choose what benefits you. Henry Kissinger structured diplomatic choices to always favor U.S. interests. The illusion of choice is the best form of control. Give people choices that lead to the outcome you want. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. People prefer illusions over harsh realities. P.T. Barnum made millions selling exaggerated stories and illusions. People believe what they want to believe. Feed people's dreams. They will follow you for hope. Law 33. Discover each man's weak spot. Find what others desire or fear, and use it. Queen Elizabeth I kept nobles loyal by exploiting their personal ambitions. Every man has his price. Identify emotional triggers and use them to your advantage. Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. Carry yourself with confidence, and others will respect you. Louis XIV lived extravagantly to establish his authority. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. If you project importance, others will treat you as important. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Knowing when to act is as important as the action itself. J.P. Morgan waited for financial crises to buy struggling companies cheaply. Timing is everything. Strike at the right moment. Too soon or too late leads to failure. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have, ignore them. Showing desire for something unattainable makes you seem weak. Diogenes ignored Alexander the Great, making the king admire him more. What you chase runs away. Indifference can be more powerful than direct confrontation. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. Dramatic gestures capture attention and influence people. Hitler staged grand rallies to mesmerize crowds. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Use imagery and theater to make your message unforgettable. Law 38. Think as you like but behave like others. Standing out too much can be dangerous. Galileo tempered his discoveries to avoid persecution by the church. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Hide unconventional ideas until the right moment. Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Create chaos to gain an advantage. Napoleon used confusion to keep enemies off balance. Confusion is the ally of the cunning. When the situation is unclear, those who stay calm gain power. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. Nothing is truly free. Everything has a price. The Trojan horse was a gift that led to Troy's destruction. Beware of Greeks bearing gifts. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Successes often fail. Forge your own path. Louis XVI failed because he couldn't escape his predecessor's shadow. Do not live in another's shadow. Build your own identity instead of imitating the past. Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Remove the leader, and the group falls apart. The US dismantled Al-Qaeda by eliminating Osama bin Laden. Kill the snake by cutting off its head. Target key influences to weaken an entire network. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Win loyalty through emotion, not just logic. Nelson Mandela gained support by uniting people emotionally. People remember how you made them feel. Influence through connection, not just strategy. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Imitate your opponent's actions to unsettle them. The Jesuits mirrored Chinese customs to convert the locals successfully. Reflection can be more powerful than resistance. Copying someone's behavior can confuse, frustrate, or expose their weaknesses. Law 45. Preach the need for change, but never too much at once. People resist radical change. Introduce it gradually. Augustus restored the Roman Republic in name while keeping power. Revolution must come in steps, not leaps. Too much change at once creates opposition. Introduce it subtly. Law 46. Never appear too perfect. Excessive success breeds envy and enemies. Julius Caesar's growing power led to his assassination. The tallest tree catches the most wind. Show some flaws or humility to avoid becoming a target. Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. Pushing too far can turn success into disaster. Napoleon's ambition led him to invade Russia, which ruined him. Know when to leave the stage. When you win, step back. Don't risk everything by overreaching. Law 48. Assume formlessness. Adapt to situations without becoming predictable. Bruce Lee emphasized adaptability in his fighting style. Be like water, flow where needed. Rigidity leads to downfall. Flexibility ensures survival. Takeaways and conclusion. Power is about strategy, not brute force. Influence comes from understanding human nature. Flexibility, patience, and subtlety are crucial for long-term success. Knowing when to act and when to step back is key. Use these laws wisely. Power can build or destroy. Master these principles, and you'll navigate power dynamics skillfully in any setting. Power is a double-edged sword. It can elevate or destroy, depending on how it is wielded. The 48 laws of power are not just lessons in manipulation, but strategies for influence, self-defense, and leadership. By mastering these laws, you will gain sharper awareness, stronger control over your destiny, and the ability to navigate the world with intelligence and strategy. Use them wisely. Key takeaways. 1. Power dynamics exist everywhere. Whether in personal relationships or the workplace, recognizing power plays is essential for self-preservation and advancement. 2. Adapt and apply wisely. These laws are tools. Use them strategically rather than blindly. 3. Awareness is protection. Understanding manipulation helps you guard against being controlled by others. 4. Patience and subtlety win. Power is a long game. Rash actions lead to downfall. 5. Perception is reality. Your image and reputation shape how others treat you. Manage them carefully. If you have liked the video, hit the subscribe button. Like the video. It encourages us to make more videos. Now learn these 48 laws of power and start applying in your life. Use them, understand them for your own protection against exploitation and manipulation of others. Thank you and have a nice day.